Hey YouTube, just gonna do an unboxing quick review on the GE Enbrighten Jasco remote Z-Wave Plus remotes. This one's a dual scene, up, down, middle click. This is up, down. I think they're both, without knowing too much about it, I think they're both scenes, and also you can use them as hopefully lamp dimmers. If not, they do make one that's coming out that will be. These are pretty cool. They can detach from like magnetically from the wall. So you can, if you're in the basement, you can bring it, sit it next to you on the couch, and then when you go back, you can just put it back on the wall. The one issue you might run into is like, oh my God, someone took the wall switch, right? But as long as you're diligent and pretty awesome, one to many or many to one. So what I'm gonna try to do with these Leviton Z-Wave Plus lamp remotes is at least getting them hooked up to this with association and on off, hopefully dim, and then try to get the other one hitting them as well. And that way I cover all the bases of this one controlling two, and this one maybe controlling one of them, kind of 2 to 1, and then this to 1 to 2. So let's see how that goes. So just taking a look at the buttons here, really clicky, nice. Reminds me of the Lutron connected bulb remote, except these seem to click a little bit deeper, and they're very, like the UX on it, the user experience for clicking these, are very satisfying because they click in and they feel really solid. You have the generic wall plate with the magnets on the back, and it's not too, well actually now that it's out of the plastic, it's pretty strong, and it's just got that tab at the back, so it kind of will saddle in it. So I'm gonna next try to pair it. Or adding the scene controller to existing Z-Wave hub, or without a hub, and adding scene controller to another standalone controller. I'm going to do the first one, adding to Smartthings hub as a secondary controller, and see how that goes. So I got it working paired to the Smartthings 2018 hub, following the instructions. So right now, this remote and that Z-Wave Plus lamp dimmer are connected to the hub, not directly through here. And then you just, after these are both connected, you join them together with association. And I need to just change the Z-Wave parameters on this thing to tell it it's a very low watt bulb. But as you can see, if I do on, off, on, and here's dim down, it's pretty quick, comparable to the Lutron connected bulb remote or Picos. But yeah, so far so good. So I'm gonna put this thing on the wall next. Another great product from GE Jasco is this Z-Wave Advanced remote, which I use it for just queuing up a couple lights in the basement. I use my Harmony remote more now because it has, a lot more integration options, but mainly why I keep this, and other than you can do pretty much everything in the realm of Z-Wave, is to do parameters. So on this Z-Wave Plus Leviton lamp module, I want to change it to be the load type to be LED, because it's a very low watt incandescent bulb, and I'm thinking that if I change it to there, it will dim more accordingly. So let's try this. So parameter number 8, 1 byte, and the values can be 1. So I got this remote here. I'm gonna go, so I've already paired this to the Smartthings network, and if you want to see how you would do that real quick, see if I can get the light on it. You hold down, try to get a good angle of this. And really bad video on it. Okay. So what you do is you go to, I think it's network. You go to transfer, and instead of primary, secondary, you just hit receive, and then you go to pair any Z-Wave device in Smartthings, and this will join as that Z-Wave sensor I showed you in that previous video. If we go out of here, I'm gonna go back to, go to cancel, and are we still in there? No. Hold down for setup. Go back and get into advanced config, param. What was it, param again? 8. Yeah, number 8. And so we'll go up to number 8. Number of bytes is 1. The config value that I wanted for LED was 1. So the value 1. Then I'm gonna go OK. It says press button. Let's try to put it in pairing, I guess. Failure. Let's try it again. Number 8. So it says success there. Not sure if you saw that. And the light did flicker, and it's on a lot brighter. So let's give it a try quick. Maybe that was it. Maybe not. Turn up higher. No, it still seems like it's, not sure. I'll have to see the other one with the Lutron. Play with it a bit, see what's next. So figured out what it was. It wasn't the bulb or the load type. I guess I must have accidentally set the maximum light level to be like 40 or something, because when I do 100, they all kind of shoot on super scarily bright. So it's great. Absolutely really impressed with the ramp rate compared to the Lutron connected bulb remote. Here, watch how fast and responsive it is. Hold down, all the way down. Continue holding will actually kill, like, you know, turn it off to nothing. Well, I guess if you set the Z-Wave parameter to for the minimum light level, it's probably just a bulb dependency, not, you know, the remote, right? It's probably 1% right now, which should be still on. And then up, down. So you're walking in the room, it's pretty quick. It's a little bit faster than the normal GE Jasco dimmer switches. You know, if we have up here, down, up. I have increased the ramp rate on that. But yeah, really good. Down, up, great. Next up is a dual scene remote. Now that we got our one paired, we'll also get this one, the top one, paired to this one, or, you know, the destination, that guy down there. And we'll do an install on the wall afterwards. Another key setting to make sure you're setting on all of these is the this one here, keeping scene keypad awake. After you do this combination, what was happening before was if I left this on the table or on the wall, I guess, for 30 minutes, I would come back and pressing it, I'd have to press it twice before it actually do it. It's almost like it goes to sleep. Well, that's exactly what it does. So I've had this on the table for half an hour. And I think what it does is it keeps on hitting the same command, like repeats, like technically, until, you know, I guess it gets a feedback or that it did do it. But definitely do want to turn that on. It's off by default, but it makes a world of difference. You know, you walk into a room and hit the switch on the wall, you kind of expect it to work, right? So great setting. Important to note is this line here where it says, where is it? Adjust the light to your desired level of brightness. If you don't have the lamps at maximum brightness when you're pairing the remotes to them, pressing the on button won't turn it on. Dimming up will dim it up, but yeah, so now I have this one, the bottom one, right, off. This one over here, the top one, off, on, back over, on, off. I don't think these ones in the middle do anything. I think it's just like a 1 and a 2. This one doesn't even feel like a button. This one, yeah. The other one, this is the one, on. Obviously doesn't do anything. I've taken the Lutron Caseta Pico off here. And as you can see, I just do it the hacky way with the 2-sided tape. And then I'm gonna kind of put this one up next. So setup couldn't have been easier. I just used that hacky 2-sided tape thing because I didn't have a triple gang here. So if I do on and off on this one, so I'll press up, you'll see the lights on up there. If I press up on the top one, see the light over there comes on. I'll turn that one off. I'll turn the one above off, so it's off. And then the one I put over here on this wall, check it out, on, off. Super easy. These things are going everywhere.